In the bottom left, playing once again as Nuru, we have Go7. And up in the right hand side, playing as Sedge, we have Snake, aka I'mSolidSnaek. And I actually think Sedge is really strong on this map. I played against, it might have actually been Snake, and he did some very good plays with Sedge on this map. I am intrigued to see, will this work out in this circumstance? You know, Nuru, of course, also very strong. Go7 has been showing the strength of Nuru. There has been some doubters in the community saying Nuru was over nerfed and Nuru not quite that strong anymore. But we're seeing Go7 do interesting things, and we're seeing the tower get captured. The commander goes over to the right side. That is just not a thing I see. Like, periods. And Harpy comes out. This is like a Go7 style that I've seen a bunch, is that they go Harpies. And we saw this in the earlier rounds when it was Go7 versus Zeronix on this map. And Go7 was going very heavy on the Harpy count. And it didn't quite work out then, but there was some interesting ideas. So I'm very interested to see, like, is this something that has been refined? Are Harpies, like, secretly very strong on this map? It makes sense, there's a ton of mountains. But, you know, they have all the strength on the surrounding sides of the map. But, you know, the question is, are they going to continue to be good? Okay. Village gets knocked down. That sword's kind of surrounded. The Harpy is going to be able to do a lot of damage to that sword. Alright, Sedge does get a village kill though. But we're starting to see the Sedge groove get built up. Witch comes out, which Sedge actually wants. Sedge loves having witches. A couple of mages are out too to deal with these Harpies. And our village is going to go down. Swords take a bit of damage. And while all this is going on, there is like that village up in the top left being captured. So Go7 has the eco advantage right now. And these Harpies have forced out a couple of awkward buys. Like, I don't think Go7 wanted the extra mage. I don't know. The witch is good. Like, Sedge having a witch is actually like really helpful, but you would want like a couple of archers at this point. And because of the Harpies actually, because there isn't quite the units needed to deal with them. Like, in position at least. Like, Sedge can't really go forwards without getting hit by like a bunch of units. And yeah, like this village just can't be decapped right now, so. This Harpy on the side. It's so funny actually, because this can just continue to be like very annoying. You can take down villages with ease. And Go7, oh wow, actually sneaks over to that side. Gets the extra damage in. The Harpy flies over to the left where there's no anti-air right now. I guess the Witch could easily cut that off, but Go7 just like slowly inching forwards, slowly creeping, taking more villages, doing more economic harass. Night crit comes in, so that's some nice damage. Hex comes in. And I guess, yeah, Snake just has to go for it at this point. That's a very dangerous position for Sedge to be in. But could be okay. Ooh, nice mage crit follow-up. That's going to do quite well. And I think Snake's actually done some decent damage this turn. I don't quite know about leaving that mage there, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, units going down. Is this mage going to live? Alright, that's fine. Balloon goes down. Oh, nice damage with the archer. This archer's going to get a really big hit on something. Don't quite know what that'll be yet. Golem comes forward, so yeah, Go7 is taking advantage of that big economy. Nuru runs over to the side, gets a kill. Or actually gets a hit, and I think the sword finished, but that's still very nice. Snake, yeah, they took a lot of counter attack damage that turn. Alright, what are we going to see here? Alright, big heal comes in. Oh, the sword lived. That's not what you want to have happen. Alright. Sedge gets the hit. Deals a lot of damage to Nuru. But this is a lot of stuff near that could do a lot of damage. And ooh, I don't know about that. That's putting a lot of suicides on the table. Well, the mage just walks forward and doesn't do anything. Could have healed Nuru. Alright, we're seeing a whole bunch of unit suicides come in. I think lethal's going to come this turn. Like Hex comes in. Night crit comes in. Yeah, Night follow up. Yeah, Snake just had to be a bit too far forward there. Go7 recognizes I can lethal. I have a whole bunch of unit suicides. I've got a Witch Hex. I've got a Night crit. Yeah, Snake just left one side unprotected where a Night crit came in. And yeah, Go7 playing a very interesting style. You do not see people go that heavy on the Harpy count on this map normally, but doing something completely different to what everybody else does and making it work. So yes, they're going to take game 2. Really nicely played there. I really like that. You know, we'll look at the stats as well. Let's take a quick peek here. These need a bit of a quick refresh. Not quite up to date. And yeah, you just look at that income chart once again. Really just pushing the economy advantage. And a lot of people for a long time were like, oh, you build your extra harpies, you get like that extra unit count, but they die so easily to mages. But Go7 just making it work. Like, unit count advantage is one thing, but you gotta have the right units, and people were like, harpies aren't that strong. And Go7 is just like, oh, I'm gonna make harpies and I'm gonna win. And you know, Snake is not a weak player by any means. Like, this is the semi-finals to take your turn. Snake is a very strong player. They didn't make it into the last Groove of War, but they got close. And I think they're gonna qualify for the next one. I would be surprised if we didn't see Snake get through on either of the next 2 qualifiers. And someone's going to come in and be like, oh no, they actually qualified the first time. But yeah, Snake looking really good. But that said, like, Go7 is just looking a lot better. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope Go7, I hope Take Your Turn isn't the last event we see them in. I hope we get to see them in Groove of War as well, because they are in the finals. They came into this tournament as the underdog, and now they're sitting in the finals, waiting for the results of, I believe it's Sedge versus Zeronix. So we're going to get to see a match between those two. And then we're going to get to see who goes on to fight Go7, because this is really cool. We have someone who's completely new, came in just this year. They were one of the best Advance Wars players. Also, apparently coming in new to that community and doing really well there as well. So, yeah, Go7 just looking really strong. I'm very interested to see like how well they're gonna do. And the final should be fairly soon as well. The other semi-final is like wrapping up this week, so we're gonna have the finals in the not too distant future. I'm looking forward to those quite a lot. Yeah, you just look at the charts, like army value, Go7 is just ahead, income way ahead, combat unit count also ahead on that front as well. And didn't even see a Nuru groove get used. That's the funny thing. Sedge, Nuru didn't even have groove at the end of the game, actually. Now that I look at it. But yeah. Sedge built up all that groove and then died. Rather unfortunate.